This bitch need some caution. Can't take it off.
Now, this is in no way, shape, or form any type of hate towards Garrett Wilson. I love Garrett Wilson. Played for Ohio State. You know, I'm a big Ohio State fan. Was a dog at Ohio State. I knew he would go crazy in the league. Unfortunately, in his one season and one game, he done played with like 5 different quarterbacks damn near. Aaron Rodgers, Mike White, Joe Flacco, Zach Wilson. I mean, I don't know if there's any more names, but that's 4 quarterbacks in the one season and one game he been playing. You feel me? So he's been able to put up the numbers that he has because he's so good. This is not hate on Garrett Wilson at all. But I'm about to show y'all the very first touchdown that Zach Wilson has ever thrown to Garrett Wilson. Okay? This is not in their first season. They both played together last year. They were both starters last year. Zach Wilson lost his job, and the quarterbacks that preceded him went on to do better than he did with the weapons that he had. So let's look at this. You know what I'm saying? My fault. I got college football on behind me. Oh my God. Oh my God. The man reached across the bar. First off, I hope they play the replay. Let me see the replay real quick.
And his first touchdown catch from Zach Wilson. That's all 17.
That's all 17.
As good a young receiver as I've ever seen. This ball was up the field. So he didn't
I hope they play the quarterback perspective again.
right hand out there.
That's a bad ball. That's a bad ball. So I just want everybody to realize. Hold on, let me. Man, I didn't pause it at the right point, but this man had to reach all the way damn near behind Tre'Davious White to tip the ball back to himself. He damn near caught it with one hand, but he basically deflected it and then secured it with both hands. But the placement of that ball was so bad, and for this to be their very first connection for a touchdown in the time that they've played together, it's sad, honestly. I have Garrett Wilson in my on my fantasy team, and I already took him out of the wide receiver 2 position for Jordan Addison, who came back and dropped another 16 points in fantasy this week after doing the same last week. And I had him on the bench last week, but Garrett Wilson put up 14 points last week. 14.4 to be specific. I play in a PPR league. Okay? So in a PPR league, you get points per catch. This was a 4-yard catch, which means he got 0.4 points for the yards that he earned. He got 1 point for the catch, so that's 1.4. Then he got 6 points for the touchdown, so he got 7.4 points on this one play that he made. He made this play for certain. But there's not too many of these that's going to happen from Zach Wilson. Because as you see, you're not going to get away with throwing it to the cornerback too many times, bro. You can't just throw it to the cornerback and expect your wide receiver to make a play every single time, bro. So you throwing it to somebody as good as Tre'Davious White, I'm not saying that Garrett Wilson doesn't make this play however many times out of 10. I'm saying that it's not 10 times out of 10, though. And I'm saying that this shouldn't have been a touchdown. And that being the case, that being said, Garrett Wilson was liable to end this game. This was in the fourth quarter with less than 5 minutes left. He was liable to end this game with 7 points. He got more than half of his fantasy production on this one play. I'm sorry, but that's not enough for me to start him over, the guys that I got. Jordan Addison, like I said. George Pickens was on the bench for me. I got Tyreek Hill starting. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I can start him at wide receiver. You can look at flex positions. But if you got a good red zone running back, I don't know if you start him over them either. So if you got a good red zone running back that gets 3-4 touches in the red zone, he may be a better option. I got guys like Tyler Algier and David Montgomery over Garrett Wilson this week. If you got any of those guys, if you got guys, even, I hate to say it, a backup running back, but Joshua Kelly, he's starting in place of Austin Eckler this week. He had 16 carries, 95 yards, and a tutty last week. He outperformed Garrett Wilson last week. I think the same is going for this week. Even I hate to say it, some tight ends, man. Some tight ends may be a better flex option over Garrett Wilson, just due to how bad I believe Zach Wilson is at quarterback. Dallas, which is the team they're facing, so it's not like he about to get a break on defense. The Bills are a good defense, but the Cowboys are the best defense in the league, damn near. What they did last week, they put up 34 points. They had, I think, 2 or 3 defensive touchdowns, 3 interceptions, some fumbles forced, like 7-8 sacks, like, bro, tackles for loss all over the place. Like, they put up damn near 40 as a defense. And you got Zach Wilson, one of the worst starting quarterbacks, if not the worst starting quarterback of week 2, going up against the best defense. I don't believe in Garrett Wilson's production this week. So, y'all take that with a grain of salt. And if you're a firm believer, I love Garrett Wilson. Like I said, I'm not riding with him this week. But if y'all do, so be it. And I wish y'all luck.